Hey there guys, welcome to the next video here on the DuctTapeStuff channel, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make something pretty cool. It's actually going to be how to make a duct tape oven mitt. So let's get started here on making a duct tape oven mitt and getting this tutorial really started here. Okay, so for this tutorial, using duct tape all by itself, like using nothing but duct tape, isn't really going to cut it because, you know, when you're dealing with hot pans and stuff like that, you definitely don't want to use just duct tape because it is a pretty good insulator, but it's not quite that good. So we're actually going to use something else to help insulate our oven mitt here. And basically what I use is basically I just use an old washcloth here, which, you know, it doesn't really have any more use and getting kind of messed up. So I'm going to use that as the padding inside the oven mitt here, or the, the oven holder that we're going to make. You can also use polyfill, which is kind of short for polyester fill, which is kind of the stuff that they put inside stuffed animals and stuff like that. So if you guys have a little bit of that at home, if you're maybe a craft person, you have some of that at home, you can use that as well, and we can just seal that inside. But if you don't have that, just use an old washcloth or something like that, and you'll be able to put a little bit of padding in there. You won't get yourself burned or anything like that. So definitely use a washcloth or some sort of padding for your oven mitt here. So let's get started here on adding some duct tape to it. Okay, so I've decided that my pot holder here, I want it to go this way. I folded it over twice, so we do have a decent amount of padding in there. And I just cut out two strips of tape that are a little bit longer on each side of the washcloth here, probably about ½ an inch or so it came to about 12 inches. And all I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take these two strips, and I'm very carefully just going to apply them to the very top of the washcloth here. And then I'm going to take my second one, and I'm just going to overlap by a little bit and stick it down just like this. You want to make sure that it's fairly stuck down. It won't stick too well to the fabric, or at least to the washcloth at first, but it will definitely stick to the duct tape. So you definitely want to make sure that you overlap by a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is take two more strips and just cover up the rest of this side, and then we'll cover up the other side, and then we'll do that step next. Alright, so this is what it'll look like after you've gotten your entire side covered with tape, and then basically what we do is just flip the whole thing over and do the exact same thing on the other side. And I did seal it up here on this side on the bottom here, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take one more strip, and we're just going to seal up this side over here. We're also going to do this for the two ends as well, so I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And so we just got the bottom there, flip the whole thing over. You kind of want to just tuck the washcloth, or in this case it's a washcloth, in just a little bit and make sure that it's all sealed in. Now we'll cut out two more strips that are probably about 6 inches long, and I'll seal up these two sides over here. Alright, so now we have this whole thing sealed up, which will pretty much conclude that part of our oven mitt here. But what oven mitt would be complete without a hook or a handle to hold it on? So we have just two pieces of tape stuck here with a little bit of tape on the end here. And all I'm going to do is just cut a nice square out of here, and this will simply be the little hook that we can hang this on somewhere in our kitchen here. So I'm just going to stick that towards the top here, so that can just be hung like on a hook, and then we pretty much have our oven mitt. So this is basically what you would do if you had your washcloth underneath, you would just seal it up. But if you did have like the polyfill, like the polyester fill, the stuffed animal stuff I was telling you about, you pretty much just make a pouch just like this, except just two sheets of tape on either side, and then seal it up like an envelope. And then you would just stuff all that polyfill in, and you could stuff in as much as you want to. So if you have a lot, you can stuff as much in, and that'll give you even more padding. So basically how this works, if you have a hot pot, you're taking it out of the oven, you just fold it like this and grab it, or you can do it this way so your handle doesn't get in the way, and you just hold on like that. I would definitely recommend that you do test it out first before you just try to grab a hot pot with it. So definitely test it out, see how well it can handle the heat. If it does need a little more tape, a little more reinforcement in there, then definitely add a little bit more so you don't burn yourself, but it should be enough. So definitely test it out first before you do try to pick up a hot pot with it. Definitely get your parents' help if you want to make it nice and safe. And that's how to make a really cool pot holder. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Basically you can make an oven mitt as well if you want to make it to the length of your hand. You can make an actual mitt as well if you want to put like two washcloths in there, and then you could seal them together and make it like that. So I might include that in a future tutorial. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. It'd be pretty cool to have an actual oven mitt as well on there, so that'd be kind of cool. And I'll catch you guys next time on the channel. The next monthly giveaway is coming pretty soon, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the prizes for that. I'm incorporating a lot of prizes that I'm actually going to make personally, so hopefully you guys will really like a lot of stuff that I'm actually making for the giveaways. And that concludes this tutorial on how to make a pot holder, and there will be an oven mitt tutorial actually coming soon, so take care, and I'll catch you guys next time on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.